Facebook page, and a much better live show. Anyway, 8-Bit Bros, 8 p.m. Ironic Radio Network.
It's 8 o'clock, and you know what that means.
Oh, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the 8-Bit Bros. It is the early edition, Snowy Tuesday edition up here in the Northeast. We've got a great show planned for you this evening. What it is, we'll figure it out as we go. With that being said, not a kid-friendly show, adult language, adult content. Do the right thing, people. Put your kids in the closet.
To the is all. To the bro. To the is all.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
8-Bit Bros, Tuesday, early edition, like Red said. Center box gets a square.
What up, people?
To the left, me, Webboy. Yep, you know me by now. To the right, 846 miles south with no snow. The one and only Thumpin' Loud.
Yep, that's right. No snow.
Yeah, what up, gentlemen? Happy February. Month of February is here. Today's February 2nd. Happy Black History Month. On this day in Black History, Anne Raven Wilkinson was born. A New York native who went on at the age of 20 to become the first black ballet dancer to be hired by a major ballet company.
All right.
There's your Black History information on this day, Black History Month. Important to know things like that. Everybody's history is important. Whew, I'm exhausted. I don't know about you guys. I shoveled a lot.
Well,
what did you end up with?
I had no snow, so I haven't done jack.
Yeah, lucky you. Well, you're still lifting all them heavy boxes, so just make sure my shit gets here for tomorrow, all right?
Dude, you don't know how many times I laugh when I see a Subaru genuine part come through the fucking truck.
Well, I got 4 rims showing up here tomorrow, so. But how much did we end up with? I don't know, bro. It was a hell of a lot.
Yeah, here 12 to 16? 14 is my guess.
16, I got snow drifts, 3 feet.
Yeah, I had the front of the Fiat was completely snow drifted.
I had parked the Subi nose in, and the wind was whipping across my house, so my entire car was completely covered. To the point where I dug out the back of it and just got in it, threw it in reverse, and pulled it out of the driveway. And when I did, there was a perfect imprint of my vehicle. License plate, grill, fog lights, you name it. Perfect imprint. I took a picture of it. I'll post it at some point up on... I
didn't take a picture of mine, but the Fiat was the exact same way. The license plate bracket, crack. You know how the license plate bracket's cracked? It was cracked. Fog lights, headlights, grill imprint, A-Barth medallion.
Oh, yeah, my Subaru logo, everything, the whole bit. Yeah, it was actually kind of cool, you know. I was like, wow, look at this shit. But and then when I cleaned the car off, of course, I had to open the hood and get all the snow out from underneath the hood. You know, that gaping fucking hole in my hood. The intercooler, half the motor was covered in snow. It was quite interesting. And then driving it was no good. I was just a snowplow.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I was just a snowplow.
They haven't come through and do your street yet?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean...
the lady and I woke up this morning and she's like, let's go for a run. So for the very first time, I went and ran in the snow. It was still snowing. We ran in the snow. main road was like, oh, okay, slushy wet, not too bad. All of a sudden, she's like, yeah, we're not running this whole road. Take a left here, run down the first side street, and it's literally you're like running through the ruts of the cars in the end of the street, and then all of a sudden you're like either running in the tire tracks or not running in the tire tracks. You had your choice.
See, that's where
And it was very entertaining. It was a very entertaining 1 mile run this morning that I've never done that before, but it was kind of fun.
I ripped apart the attic looking for my snowshoes, my real snowshoes. And then I realized I gave them away. And I was like, fuck. Because, you know, them big tennis racket shoes with the spiky things. I was like, dude, I could fucking be like walking all around through this 30 inches of snow that's out here. But of course you couldn't anyway because it was so light. You just sunk into it no matter what anyway. So I don't think the snowshoes would have helped that. But
yeah, my mom ended up with 29 to 30 inches.
You know, I would say, I mean, 16 here. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to officially.
I'm going to call it 12 to 14 because where you look where they did anything, it looks like about a foot.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
How much of that is being blown because it was blowing and.
Oh yeah, the wind is insane.
For all I know, it could literally be like 8 inches. It's just how it blew.
Sure. Yeah, well, it was, you know, that fucking wind was brutal for a couple of hours, along with the snow coming down. J7 in the house, people. That's that top box screen yet. I'm not sure. I don't have that up to look at it. Did you venture out today?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. How was everything around your? What? I forgot where you're at. What part? Where are you at?
Murray Hill.
All right, Murray. Okay, yeah, right. You've said that before, so that's no surprise to anybody. And don't start like, what was his name? I forgot his guy's name. Big titties. Don't start trying to figure out where the fuck she is now, okay? That wasn't the point of me asking. I was, for reference, trying to understand so I could picture the area. How was it by you?
It's a little slushy.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like anything crazy. There's just snow on the ground. They're very efficient around here. You know,
Sure.
the minute it starts piling up, you have trucks trying to move it out of the street and onto some place that's not gonna inconvenience too many people. So it's fine. It was just, you know, snowing for the past day and a half.
I still got flakes coming down, believe it or not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I feel like last winter we had it was very mild,
Yeah,
you know.
We got completely gypped of snow last winter.
Yeah, no snow at all. So I'm not really complaining.
Dust in the air, if lucky. And this is the kind of snow you want anyway. Just fucking dump it. Get 2 days off from work. Well, not anymore. Everything.
Not really. No.
Virtual.
Not
so-
even kids either.
Well, the funny part is, like, you know, IDK had delayed opening today. I guess it was like their way of saying, here, go take 2 hours to fucking dig out so you can go to the store, get cigarettes before you sit down and work. So I thought that was kind of nice of them to give them a delayed opening.
Sure. It didn't really affect anything.
Well,
It's
look, if you're you know, a homeowner or a renter living in a place, you got to go dig out.
This is why home ownership is overrated.
You know, I had to go dig my shit out. And
You know how much digging I did? Zero.
Zero. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Dwelling bitch, you. You know, but I don't have a lot of shoveling to do because where I'm at, we have no sidewalks.
You know? So
No,
then
no
people
sidewalk.
just drive everywhere?
Or you walk in the street.
Oh.
There's no sidewalks around me for, I don't know, like 4 blocks or something like that. So it's not like you got to dig that out. You just got to dig your car out and then deal with every plow truck that comes by to plow you in. Get out there and clean that up again. Fortunately for me, I only had to deal with that once, and I will get to that with my social experiment that I pulled on Facebook this week, which you know what? Let's talk about that right now. The social experiment that blew up in my face.
A social experiment that blew up in your face. I can't wait to hear about this.
Blew up in my face. Okay, so all year long, especially during the pandemic, a lot of people like shooting off fireworks, and I mean, it's been going on for months. Like, I don't know, they took stimulus checks and bought fireworks and have like divvied them out over the year to have a little fun here and there. But Anyway, your local town pages of on Facebook, your group pages where everybody's asking, what time is garbage pickup? Because it's so hard to go to your town fucking website to find out when garbage pickup is. So anyway, all year long, people have been bitching about the fireworks and my dog, and why do the church bells have to go off every hour? And how come every time there's a fire, the fucking sirens go off? And it's so annoying. All fucking year long. Okay? All year long. So I watched this. All year I watched this. Okay. And then yesterday I'm paying attention to what's going on outside. And all of a sudden the guy down the block has got a fucking plow truck in front of his house. And he's plowing in front of his house, making this nice, huge mountain on the street corner. So I snapped a picture of it.
Okay.
And I went to my town website on
Mhm.
Facebook. And I posted the picture and said, isn't it illegal to do this? Is it legal to plow your house and put a mountain of snow on a street corner when, like, see, I grew up in New York and you couldn't do that. You did that,
No.
you got in trouble. You got fined, or like what happened here, my township decided, oh, fuck you, I'm not plowing your street now. Because, you got to get everything nicey nice. And so I posted that, isn't it illegal to do this? And not that I give a fuck what the guy's doing, I could care less. Well,
But you ratted him out.
the backlash I took is insane.
Because you a rat, Web. That's
Well, I
why.
was called a rat. I was called a bitch. I was called a Karen. I was called a Todd. Since that's the, name for a male Karen is a Todd.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until like, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago when I saw it on Facebook. And the fucking Todd. I'm like, what the hell is a fucking Todd? I mean, and you're right. Every Todd I've ever known has been an asshole, and every Karen I've ever known has been an asshole. So the shoe fits, wear it. And so anyway, this thread on Facebook group post commandeered 197 comments.
Oh boy.
Oh, damn.
All an asshole. And I don't really give a shit because I hate this neighbor. He's an asshole, and I put it right there on Facebook. I really don't care. He's an asshole. He works for a public office, a county office. So he was using his county work truck with a plow on the front of it to plow at 2:00 in the afternoon when you should have been at fucking work, probably plowing your own parking lot. But you chose to come and plow your mom and dad's house, whatever. I could give a shit less. My question was, is it illegal? Well, after, I don't know, 26 hours, I got out there and shoveled out, and he came around the block in his plow truck, cut the corner at about 45 miles an hour, dropped the plow, and tried to plow me back in. Hence the reason why I can't get the Jeep out, because there is now a 2-foot mound of snow at my curb line, and the Jeep is parked on the lawn. Again, no big deal. I don't need the Jeep. She ain't going anywhere in the Jeep. We got a car out. I
think the point was made, though.
I was berated by people telling everyone on my block to just push all their snow into my driveway, but sink my car.
Wow.
Someone said to me, you're talking about illegal shit. Look at you. You're driving that Subaru around town fucking loaded all the time. And I'm like, what? Me get behind the wheel of a car drunk? First off, that's never going to happen. I made that mistake once, and it'll never happen again. Rental attested that. So, I was berated pretty hard, beaten up. And then to top it all off, I had a friend come to the house who's been on this show quite a few times. We'll just call him the asshole.
Okay.
Everybody knows who that is.
That's right. You know what I'm talking about. Come here and started fucking yelling at me. What kind of trouble did you cause? I know these people. The fucking, I don't want to say the name. The county department he works for is pissed off. They're going to look for you in bars and beat you up. And I'm like, overseas.
Oh, you know what?
over
Well, but
snow.
this is what happens when you snitch.
Well,
What
again,
they say? Snitches
it was a
get.
snitches get stitches. That's right. Yeah. Look, it was a social experiment. I wanted to see how far this would go. It went way past where I thought it would go.
Wait,
I expected to be called an asshole and mind your fucking business. I expected that. That's acceptable. And those people who said that were 100% right. But to take it to threats,
Yeah.
welcome to the
I
world.
mean,
I mean, I don't understand how you'd even be remotely surprised by that either. That is
Yeah.
I mean,
that is a
just-
natural reaction now.
Yeah,
So-
but even particularly in this day and age, with the state of everything we've talked about in this world, like, what is the first reaction to everything? I'm going to cut you down.
one
It's
guy
like, I
called
don't
me.
understand why you'd put yourself in the line of fire of knowing exactly how extreme it possibly could get.
I
you
did
know,
it-
that's
did it all for
true. It's
show.
not
Because
like
you testified that it was a social experiment, and
Yes, I
that
did.
Yeah, you
just to
keep
me says that
saying
you're a
that.
fucking idiot to put yourself out in front of something like that.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but it just
But
seems
better for
like you
show.
were trying to provoke people. I think it was less a social experiment and more of a troll.
Well, J7,
And that you knew you were going to piss people off and you wanted to
J7,
see how far you could take it.
we've been Facebook friends since the minute you first came on the show as a guest.
Yes.
So you have seen my timeline for well over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the three of us, you guys, excuse me, the four of us, the three of you are smart enough to understand when I post something that is, true to my heart or I'm just stirring the pot. And I stir the pot quite frequently. Quite frequently. And
Yeah.
I do it for a multitude of reasons. I want to see where my people are at. And I want to see where some of the public sentiment is at. I mean, I'm not going on there and saying fucking hashtag stop the steal. Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't say that. We might get banned.
So wait a minute. You're saying that the reason you did this is because you wanted to see where people were at?
Yeah, I wanted to see how far shit would go.
I think you knew where people were at. That's what I'm saying.
No, I didn't expect this. I will say this about my town that I live in. Everybody stands beside each other on a lot of topics, and my neighbors are the first ones there to help you out.
I see.
It's a very tight-knit community, and we've all lived in communities like this, I'm sure. I mean, I visited Thump. I could see his little fucking 3-block radius as being a very tight community. If Thump had a fucking car broken down half in and out of the driveway, I guarantee you 3 or 4 neighbors would be right there to help him out. I guarantee.
It's not hard. It's not hard to get help.
Right. Ren over there in an apartment complex, I'm sure a lot of people would just look at you and go, going to work. I like I said, I wanted to see. First off, it was a legitimate question. I don't know the rules in this town. I only know them coming from New York. It is fucking illegal to do that shit. How the fuck is your town?
All right, hold on. I think more importantly, let's dig into the show archives here a little bit. I'm willing to bet we've talked about this neighbor before.
Oh, it's the same neighbor.
I'm willing to bet that there's been prior confrontation.
Oh yeah, involving the bubblegums. Yep. Whoop whoop.
And this was a strategic flex attack that you didn't really think that many people were going to dig in on his side for.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. That was not the premise of it. It wasn't just.
It's like, hold on,
Wait.
now I had to. All the gears were turning. I was sitting over here. I'm building my little city in fucking Forge of Empires, just fucking listening to what's going on. And I'm like, wait a second, I just connected all the fucking dots.
I'll be.
Wait.
I'll
So
be completely honest. It wouldn't have mattered who it was. I would have done the same thing.
but this actually
So you would have took a photo of any of the people on your street piling snow up on the curb and asking
Yes.
if it was illegal?
Yes, I would have. The question was a valid question. I do not know if it is fucking legal to do. They tell you flat out, do not shovel your snow into the street. So what makes you think you can plow 300 feet in front of your house and make a mountain at the corner?
When you are in a city truck, that does city shit. You put the
Well,
snow where
no,
the snow
I
goes.
like no,
And
and
if
we're not.
it just happens to be on that corner, you tell the boys.
So of course I'm taking shit because the guy obviously did it during working hours. I didn't mean to
So,
get.
so my question is, how often did you stir the pot in reply before you just went quiet?
Um, I only made 3 comments. After like 60 posts, I put out a meme of that little Chinese baby laughing. You know the one I'm talking about?
Okay.
And said, "Y'all are triggered over my post. The same people complaining about church bells, fire alarms, and fireworks."
Okay.
Valid.
So he
Okay,
decided.
So
the
you're just making friends everywhere
He
now.
Another
decided
guy,
that
yes,
it
so
looked
like
like a
the
hornet's
more
nest. It looked
another
like a
guy.
hornet's
Wait,
nest, and he
let me
needed to
finish.
hit it with a baseball bat.
Let me finish. You asked. Of course, I hit it with a baseball bat. If I could have fucking got a 10-foot stick, I would have hit it even harder. Another guy called me a bitch, so I gave him a crying baby emoji of a little kid whimpering with his lips and tears coming down, like, "Oh my God, you hurt my feelings." That same guy then turned around and posted a picture of his post where he actually called me a bitch in another post also, which Facebook flagged and then blamed me for reporting his post, which you guys know damn well. I have never reported a post, and I would never report a post for free speech, ever.
So the more you elaborate, the more it sounds like you were not doing any kind of social experiment
I even posted
at
that
all.
straight out. No. I had to comment on some of the people because I know who they are, and they're just whiny little bitches who bitch about everything, and then wanted to come and attack me on it, and I had to call them out for that. I don't mind. Look, some guy fucking signed up for Facebook just to make a comment, and that's the God's honest truth because I didn't realize until IDK saw it, and she was like, "This guy just literally signed up to call you a dick," and I was like, "Hey man,
Damn.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. Free speech. Call me whatever you want. I don't care.
Dick.
Speech." Look, being called a dick is, I mean, you are what you eat, right? I've said that all the time. You want to call me a dick? Fine. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I don't give a shit about that. But yeah, I got a rude awakening about my town for sure. Rude awakening.
Wait, hold on. You didn't know that was your town?
No, not really.
I
Because
knew that was your town.
I knew that was your town, and I live
I
3
have
miles
not
away.
even been there, and I knew that was your town.
I know that's exactly your town, and I've only hung out there.
yeah, so it's interesting that if it's good for you, it's okay, but if it's good for somebody else, that's not okay. I learned that.
I think it sounds like, okay, you live in a very tight knit community,
Yes.
and you went after somebody who was doing something for his mom.
I,
You
I,
said,
well, he lives in the house too. He's a basement dweller at 40,
okay.
living at mom's house.
You knew how this is gonna go. Come
Well,
on, now.
why live-
Like you knew exactly what was
Fucking
gonna
yeah.
happen.
But no, I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I made sure that nothing in the photo was visible. No license plates, no markings on any vehicles, including his own. Made sure that the company that he works for was not visible.
But didn't you say you posted it on like the town website or
Yes.
the town?
A
So
pro-
everybody who's on that page knows
That's
exactly whose car that is.
They knew exactly what was going
Well,
on. That's why they
yeah.
all responded directly back the way they did.
Most people had no like they were actually asking what street it was, and I was like, "You think I'm gonna fucking tell you that? You're crazy." I mean, you got this guy telling me you drives a Subaru and you want to know what fucking street it is. Suck a dick. I ain't that stupid. But no, nobody knew where the photo was taken. And
But they knew whose car it was.
no, nobody knew anybody's cars.
Okay.
Well, how did so many people come to this guy's defense
Yeah, how
to the
come? How
degree
did
that
they
do.
find out that it
Oh,
was him?
because they just told me to mind my business and he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And if he got his phone number, please give it to me so he can come do mine. Shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
reporting the plowman during the snow is kind of probably a bad thing, I guess.
not the plowman. The point here is now the
Hey, he was a man with a truck and a plow. He
Yeah,
was the plowman.
so now the situation is
with over a foot of snow everywhere.
right, but
No
now
one
the
wants to cover that
Yeah.
shit.
now
Yeah.
the situation is the city won't do my block.
Well, that's because that guy.
The city won't do my block because of this mountain of snow that they can't move. My street is still unplowed. Oh, ones around me are. 2 blocks over is plowed. The block over here.
So
My-
now they won't do your street because of the mountain of snow that he
Oh,
left
they,
there.
yeah, they can't push it. The 3 blocks around me haven't been done yet, at all. But the blocks around those have been done.
I see.
So, of course, I got there's so much snow. Where are you going to put it? Hey, Ryan, did you go out driving today?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, that's too bad.
I
'Cause I
worked.
guarantee you, no matter where you drive, you will not find a mountain of snow on a street corner. You might see it in a parking lot, like Home Depot, Lowe's.
Yeah, potentially. You see those a lot.
Yeah. But you're not going to see that on your city streets. And I know damn well in my area, because I'm educated enough to understand my 5 fucking block radius, that I got a lot over here next to the expressway, 1 block over, right, Ren? An abandoned fucking empty lot because it's owned by the city where they put the snow. They don't pile it up on a street corner. They go put it over there. And during the fucking Sandy, after that shit, we had the snow. What did they do with it then, Ren? They fucking put it in trucks and dumped it in the ocean. There's never snow piled up on street corners in any rural city, period. But look at New York City. You see all them pretty photos? You see piles upon piles of snow on street corners? Nope. Not a one.
No, you see snow covering the ground in some areas sometimes, but you don't see like a pile of snow anywhere. Everything else is pretty clear, and then
Yeah.
you're like,
So
oh
I
look, it snowed.
I got
But
yelled
it's
at.
on something else. It's not
Yeah.
like on the street or on the sidewalk.
Shut up,
it's like
Jared.
on
Where are
something
they
else.
supposed to put the snow? There's so much of it. Where? They put it right on a fucking empty lot where they've been putting it for 44 fucking years. I know my area. I asked a legitimate question and took shit for it. But again, it was more of a social experiment to see how
It
people-
was not a social experiment.
It absolutely
None of
was.
us
I
are
wanted
buying
to
that.
see I wanted to see
No,
what his reactions were.
that's BS.
But it's okay for, someone to get up on their fucking town page and go, there's fireworks being blown off at 261 Mark Street. Somebody do something. It's okay. I get you, town. It's all good. I'm not going to be afraid if that's what you're looking for. I'm not going to be. Yeah, you want to fucking come at me in a bar? Go for it. Go for it. I will so let you hit me. 1 shot. You remember the argument me and Thumphead had? 1 shot. That's all you're going to get. And I'll give it to you. 1 shot. You can have it. But then it's game on. That's when the fucking rabbit comes out. I give you some fucking Cobra Kai shit.
Now he's a furry barn animal.
Fuck yeah. I'll give you some Cobra Kai shit.
Okay.
Anybody watching that by any chance?
No.
Jet,
I
7, you want
still
Cobra Kai?
refuse.
No.
All right, I got sucked into that, and it's fucking horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible.
I have not caught it. I've heard good things though.
Oh, no, it's not. If you can get past the first 3 episodes, then you're wasting your entire fucking life because there's probably about 40 different things you can watch that are way better.
Down go the ear pods.
But yeah, so now the whole town's mad at me.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like
Yeah.
you went right
Yeah.
in on it too.
It sounds like you really went for it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
there was intent for sure
Yeah.
to
yeah,
see
you-
exactly what that was going to turn out like.
I mean,
I
you
have
know.
this really sneaky suspicion that you already knew.
but
Yeah,
I
I
kind
agree.
I kind of figured there'd be some. I thought there'd be others going, well, why can't we let the township do their fucking job since, we're paying them double time to go out and fucking plow? I mean, my thought, I didn't even fucking put one shovel full of snow in my street.
One snubble full of snow.
Not one. Not one. I mean, you don't dig out and throw it in the fucking street.
Are they working yet, Ren?
No, you don't know. You can't figure it out. Bluetooth 1, 2, 3, 4. Because Apple security is so tight.
Tight.
It is mad tight.
Oh yeah. What's the password? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that's your fault. Change your password.
No, that's when you try and pair anything. The password is 1, 2, 3, 4. Anybody can fucking drive up next to your car and pair the fucking radio. Apple CarPlay, sure, about 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, Android's no better. It's 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yep.
Yeah, it's no better. Absolutely no better. Our last episode, we were talking about the stock market and GME to the moon, and where do we all feel about those stocks now that they've plummeted back to earth?
You knew it was going to happen. I mean, if you were in it for the long haul, you were
In it for the
severely
wrong reason.
misguided. Yeah, you were severely misguided. I
Well,
mean,
Cuban did an AMA today on Wall Street Reddit site.
yeah, and how'd that go?
Told them flat out, hold that fucking stock.
Yep,
If
that's what everybody is saying. Hold it.
Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Anybody know where it closed today after market? I know it was like
But
94.
don't you fuckers back out. Hold it.
I sold mine.
There's a point to be proven here.
Yeah, I sold mine, but I'll wait till tomorrow and maybe it's down to $85.20 after hours. Market's closed at 8 p.m. So I may buy back into it just to fuck around some more. I initially made a $2,400 deposit and said I will have no problem losing it. Fuck it. I'm in.
So what'd you sell at?
I don't know. I lost $1,000. I'll tell you what.
So you ended up losing it. You didn't end up cashing in Friday at 325.
No. I rode that. I rode that 482 and said, fuck it. I'm going to ride it. And then account position. Not account positions. I need activity. Oh, you fucker. Activity and orders. I sold BlackBerry also because I don't believe in the volatility of it right now. Sold BB at 11.55. Took a loss on that. Sold GME. That was canceled. Sorry, I canceled it. Tried to sell it at 350 and then said, fuck it. I'm going to expand. Can I get more info on this? Fuck, it's not showing me. I'm not sure how to get my dates on that. Sell 8, canceled, filled, canceled. I don't know what I sold it at. To be honest, it was in the 100. It was 100 and something. I took a definite $160 loss per share.
Ouch.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna hold BB, and I was actually contemplating buying more at this.
Well, I bought high on, so I sold it at 11.55. Took my loss. What did I sell? I didn't have a lot of shares, only 200. So I took a loss on it. I'll wait for it to come back down to around $8 and then probably buy a shitload of it and just hold it for at least a year or more. We had the conversation how I feel about that company. They're in bed with every car company, and their new technology seems to be paving the way to run electric cars. So I'm gonna stick with it. Oh look, here's GameStop. I sold GameStop at $186.50 for $1,491. So I lost $1,000. It cost me 4 cents to sell it. Ooh. You hear that Robinhood trade? It cost me 4 cents. 4. And I can buy and sell as many shares as I want. Robinhood.
Yeah, I haven't moved. I haven't moved anything yet. I'm waiting for this whole volatility to.
Yeah, well, it turns out you can't because Fidelity or most other places don't recognize Robinhood as a real financial institution. So you can't transfer your core account.
Fidelity does recognize it because it is listed in their
Is it?
Institutions that you can transfer from. Yes,
Right, but you said you couldn't when you tried
because
you're not a cash account.
no, because in order to initiate the transfer, I have to go to Robinhood and initiate the transfer to Fidelity.
Okay. All right, that makes more sense.
I can't engineer it. I went and did some more research on over the weekend, and I have to initiate the transfer from Robinhood because they want $75 to transfer the account. Kicker! There's a little kicker. They want $75 to transfer the account
And just go
and
take
close it, and it'll take up to 14 days.
Yeah.
You'd be better
So at this
thing and rebuying it over on fucking Fidelity.
no way.
Yeah, you would. Wouldn't matter. You'd still be in the same position. You'd just be at a higher average cost. You might lose a fucking 20 cents per company you're with because of the well, no, you'd probably be more because it takes 2 days to settle, so you're not going to get your money for 2 days. It could be more with Robinhood. I don't know. I mean, I know for me, and I'm sure for Thump also, you sell a stock, it takes 2 days to settle it.
It's 2 days with Robinhood.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
they're all the same. It's a
clearinghouse.
SEC. That's an SEC standard.
Well, yeah, it's a clearinghouse. Yeah. I don't know.
So right now I'm
fuck out of Robinhood.
I'm staying status quo. I'm waiting for this whole volatility to settle itself down and
I think
normalize itself.
I think it's going to take. I had this conversation today with my person I speak to all the time about stocks and trading, and we're both in agreement that it's going to take another week for everything to settle out. This is one of the major reasons why Microsoft and Apple stock really didn't move like it should have, because they're the two largest publicly held companies. And if anybody had losses in this GameStop thing, to cover it, what'd you sell? You sold Apple and Microsoft. I mean, Apple's news, $111 billion in a quarter, and the stock goes down.
Speaking of news, how about Amazon coming out with $125.6 billion net sales in Q4, up 44% year over year.
Yeah, and because of that, I canceled my order to sell Walmart today. Because Walmart reports earnings on like the 18th or something like that, and they should be in line with Amazon.
And Jeff Bezos in the third quarter is stepping down as CEO.
And, he is.
And moving up to a higher position. Let's get
executive chair.
Yes, which means no matter what he says, it goes, period. He is the end-all, be-all of voice of Amazon forever now. And I don't see anything. I mean, look, Bill Gates stepped the fuck down and let someone else run the company. He still had a voice in it for quite some time. Now he's completely out. All he is an established shareholder with like, 1 billion fucking shares. But I think it's a great move for BZO. It gives him the ability to focus on other shit and whatever his next greatest thing will be, which will probably be focusing more on the space company he owns.
I think he's probably going to potentially go more healthcare.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what Amazon is going to do next. Like, they're going to try and...
They've been trying for 5 years to create their own...
In it. They're already
drug.
They're already deep into it.
Yeah, they're already doing it. It's just...
They have their own healthcare company. They created their own healthcare company, and they changed the face of packaging for pills. They are one of the largest supplier of drugs, by the way.
You
Believe
hear
it or
those
not.
you hear those bags a shaking.
Yeah, they're one of the largest supplier of prescription drugs, next to fucking Walmart and Target. So their game plan in the healthcare has been a long growing, slow moving transition, which is one of the reasons why I bought Amazon stock quite some time ago, was the talk of the whole healthcare.
I'm more
Uh,
interested in what dictates Amazon's selection of paper envelope to plastic envelope, because I've picked up the same package within each type of packaging, so I don't I don't get it.
okay, that's
I've,
interesting.
there's been pill bottles inside of both styles. There's been boxes inside of both styles. There's like Crocs come in both styles. Like
Really
all the random shit I've ever received has come in both the paper envelope and the plastic envelope.
interesting.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just, I guess, whoever
Yeah, you want to get
is
into a
shipping it.
mystery at Amazon? Let's figure that out. Like, why the hell do they have both? And what is the settlement for why one is chosen?
That's a valid fucking question, though.
I
Like, what?
think it's up to the person that chooses your order. You know how they have those people at warehouses whose like job is to go find the thing that you ordered and
Yeah,
get
the
it shipped
pickers.
to you. Yeah, the pickers. I don't know what their
Yeah, the
official
Amazon
title is.
pickers.
Yeah, co-pick.
Okay.
Every corporation is a picker. Yes.
Yes.
I guess it's just whatever they think works best at that moment. Really, I think that's really it. I don't know that there is a. I'd be surprised if there were guidelines, or if there are guidelines, they're not enforced.
That could very well be.
You know, because they're rated by like how
So is
fast.
that why Amazon's considered to be such a freeing place to work? Is because just even simple selections like that, like the person who's picking your order, no stress on them on what they're doing. They just got to get your stuff in a package, and it's got to get to you. Whether they choose paper or plastic doesn't really matter. They just do things.
Actually, Amazon is constantly rated as one of the worst places to work in corporate America
Oh
because
yeah.
they put forward a corporate their corporate mantra is it's a dog eat dog world, and if you got to do what you got to do to get ahead of the next person, you do what you got to do to get in front of the next person.
Yeah.
Nothing is off the table.
Well, I get that for a corporate sense.
It's
Yeah, but
very
the
But I'm not
picker.
talking about their corporate department. We're talking about people selecting bags inside of a warehouse somewhere. This is not a
Pickers.
corporate.
Yes,
I'm pretty
that.
sure it's still trickle down theory. You want to get that
Well,
manager job of the warehouse, you do what you got to do to get that job, manager job of the warehouse.
well, okay. So
It's a corporate lifestyle that's bred throughout the entire corporation. It doesn't just work in corporate America, but and the warehouse is different. That's the corporate. You come to work for Amazon and you do your onboarding like you did at Ups. It's the same type of thing.
well, I can tell you that that's not necessarily true. So one of my, not my current job, one of my previous jobs, I had a corporate job with a company that also had large warehouses, and the corporate culture was not the same as the warehouse culture. It was very different, and I will say that they treated it similar to how I know Amazon treats their like warehouse workers. That like they're like timed. Like they need to have
Yeah, they've got
a
fulfillment.
certain number of packages.
Yeah, they've got fulfillment obligations, and we're based on the
Yeah.
same kind of thing. Where our obligation to the company is fulfillment, and it's not about any of the latter thing. Like you get little cliques that of management that'll get together, but they'll keep other people from being able to get into management. I've heard that within UPS. Like there was a guy that was gonna go, and because of a couple managers already, like supervisors already, that were like, yeah, fuck that dude, that he didn't get a job, like he didn't get to move up. So
Yeah, I've heard about that. And I also knew like at my old job, there was this whole thing where they had like this like board up that was like accuracy. Like if your like section or whatever fell beneath like 97% accuracy or something like that, that meant like you were picking the right amount of stuff at the right amount of time
Yeah.
with the right amount of precision. Like you got in trouble if you fell under 97%. Like that to me was wild.
Yeah, well, you know, you can think about the severity of it, like of
Yeah.
the management of it. It's got to be done to that degree in order to
Yeah.
make sure that you keep everything running like it needs to. And but
Right.
that's why I said about the paper versus plastic. I mean, that
Mm.
would be the most unassuming like relaxation of your day to not have to worry about what the packaging really was, just as long as it got in one that said Amazon on it. But the people who do the boxes, like those have to be done so specifically. You can tell when something comes from Amazon warehouse and when it comes from an Amazon wholesaler.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The box
Mhm.
is the same box, but your label may be on the top, the bottom, or the side. Your tape is not always
Tape,
Amazon
never
tape.
Amazon.
It's
Yeah, it's never
yeah,
Amazon tape
yeah.
if you get it.
There's variants that you know you see go across the board, but if you get something that comes from an Amazon warehouse that's in a box, it is always smile up label on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you see an Amazon box frowning, that did not come from a fulfillment center.
Nope. Nope. He's out. You're absolutely correct. I actually pay attention to shit like that.
I see
Yes.
so many
Yeah.
of the boxes
Yeah.
that I was like,
Oh
okay, I
yeah.
can see the difference of these very much.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can tell wholesaler to fulfillment center. Fulfillment center,
Okay.
that shit is very much a way of life.
So I guess the fulfillment center has guidelines and they have to stick to them. And that's part of their process.
Yeah, but
You know,
that's where I'm talking about though. I get big pods of both envelope, plastic, and paper, and they're just a full pod of both.
Yeah.
And I'll go through and I'm picking everything out of it, and you can feel similarities in the interior of these packages as you're grabbing hold of all of them.
Sure,
And
I
you're
brother.
like,
agree.
that's a pill bottle. That's a pill bottle. Wait, that was two different types of packaging. Felt like almost could have been the same pill bottle. It's like, what was that? So
Hmm.
that's where the question come up is because like,
I
I'm
see.
literally wait a second.
Yeah. Right.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is this a thing?
You know what? Here's the theory. Maybe, and this is total speculation right now.
All of it. Is.
Maybe the plastic ones are for the like the tablets, you know, and then the paper ones are for the capsules, you know,
That would be
because the
interesting.
yeah, because the
But that's like
tablet
saying green Crocs come in plastic and blue Crocs come in paper.
maybe. Well, the reason I was thinking that is because like if like the plastic offers a little more cushioning,
Okay,
right?
well then what do I do with the red Crocs?
Well, those are made of the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, but
Be-
Crocs come in both packages.
oh, Crocs come and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's change up the item inside the bag. Let's make another item, and I still have the same problem.
oh, okay.
Like, okay,
Okay.
yes, you could be onto something with the tablets versus capsules, but
Oh yeah, I don't know about the Crocs.
yeah, the
That's
Crocs,
weird. That's a weird one.
because
Because they're exactly the same.
Yeah. Now I have noticed that if you get like pillows, those always come in plastic.
That makes sense.
Like if you order like the little throw pillows and like small pillows, average size pillows, not full length body pillow type shit. But if you
Mhm.
order those, like those always come in a plastic.
Okay.
All the way up to seat cushions. Like
And
for
those
your
also
couch.
come in plastic?
I'm trying to remember everything I've ever purchased off Amazon in the last year now, and the packaging it's come in.
Some of it's ridiculous because
Yeah.
sometimes you get the very oversized box with all the plastic pouches in it. That's
Yes.
got like a flat poster
Yeah,
that is
sure.
an 8x11, and the
I
box
love,
is like a 32x24.
I was just gonna say, I love when you get this ginormous fucking box for an item this big, and it like the microphones. When I ordered the microphones, it came in this huge fucking box.
You're like, damn,
Got
what
like
kind of
two of,
packaging is going to be in here?
yeah. So I bought two of them, and just for reference,
Uh-oh.
Up here, just for reference.
It's show and tell time.
well,
With
no, just
Webboy.
for reference, this is the size of the box. Now there
Yeah.
were two of these in one box, but the box I got wouldn't have fit in my fucking trunk.
Uh,
Okay, I could barely get it through the front door.
yeah, I think we were right with what we've initially said. I think the warehouse workers, yes, to a certain degree, they have to package these items within a certain amount of time. They have to get them ready to ship within a certain amount of time. That level is probably super serious. But
Yeah, and
their guidelines as far as they're just like, get the shit in the fucking package and get it on its way. That's
so
probably what it is. They're just packaging everywhere, and as they're going by somewhere, they're like, yeah, that'll fit in there. Boom, take it up and send it on its way.
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, those two of those and it was a big fucking box, bro. It was really big. I had a lot of fun popping all the air things that were in there, you know. And then like 3 days before that, the Bloody Mary mix showed up. Okay, and that was in one of those. It was a 6-pack of Bloody Mary mix, a case. So you know the sides of it were open. You obviously couldn't ship the box the way it was.
Right.
You had to put it in a box, and that was put in a box that just fit. There was like one strand of the air packaging in it, and it was perfect. And then I get this one, and it's a fucking box is bigger than an air conditioner.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know. Like I say, I don't get packaging from Amazon. Like there is no consistency across the board on anything except for what the package looks like when it shows up to you from a fulfillment center. Like it will be like perfect.
Yeah.
Smile up, label on top. Usually, if I'm not mistaken, it's top towards one end, and usually always towards the seam, not towards the outside of the box. Like when you close a box to tape it shut, the shipping logo usually goes over the seam tape a little bit, like right up there at the seam.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, you know, when it's from a fulfillment center and not from an Amazon place. I mean, like just the tape alone, the packing to close it. I mean, it's the Amazon fucking, you know, you got to smile and.
Well, there's another box out there that acts like an Amazon box. There's a company called TSR.
Okay.
And they ship in brown packaging with black and blue tape for their packaging. That if you weren't paying attention, you're just like slamming stuff around. You would have thought you just handed a bunch of Amazon packages off when they're actually like this TSR company. But they're like just close enough. You're like, wait, was that Amazon? And you look and there's no smile on the box. And you're like, what the fuck was that?
It's true. I've gotten shit that was just in a regular envelope, no Amazon markings on it, except for, you know, the shipping label that said Amazon Fulfillment Center.
Yeah, which is a lot.
You ship it however. I don't care. I mean, it's a great conversation because it does bring up like the what the fuck.
Well, the logistics inside the building.
Yeah. I could care less how you ship it as long as it's here inside of my fucking.
Oh yeah, I mean we all agree on that sentiment.
Amazon Prime fee, okay. That's where I'm thinking it's time to move to Walmart for $89 since I really am not using Amazon Prime to watch movies. I haven't. Is anybody? Are you using that? Are you deep into it, or is every now and then?
Use what?
Amazon
Prime.
Yeah, Q uses her Amazon Prime a lot, and I use not for watching movies, but I mean,
Twitch.
I'm invested into the Twitch lifestyle.
Yeah. For you, I get that because you get your monthly perks and your bonuses and your free games and your $5 a month to give to a streamer, and
skins and all
yeah,
the
and
other
all of
shit.
that, yeah, and all the perks for games. Oh, here's a loot box for this game. That shit's cool as fuck.
Yeah, now they're doing skins for almost every game. You can get
Yeah.
skins for Overwatch. You can get skins for Rust. You can get. There was another one we just recently did too. We just started playing Valheim today.
Okay.
It's a survival game like
Yep.
Rust,
Familiar.
Mhm.
but
a
it's
little bit.
all
but
set in Viking, like
Yeah.
lore of sorts. But you start out the game with just a torch, and you got to go like pick up wood and rocks off the ground and make your first hand tools and build your shelter. And
Could you imagine that in Destiny? That'd be great.
dude, this one has got a great concept so far. Building's a little weird at the moment, but it's supposed to be in early access for a year.
Okay.
But today was day one of beta release, and we all
Nice.
kind of jumped in. But yeah, on Steam, Valheim.
So I have a question. I know we pass back and forth information on stocks we like or market information, shit like that. I know Ren is on board in a couple of stocks I have personally purchased. Again, any of the information I give out is not financial information. I just like GameStop. And joke. Anyway, curiosity. I mean, like I said, I know Ren's in a few small positions here, large position there. Me and Thump, we really don't talk about where we're invested. I mean, I think we have a few similars, but we don't really talk about that. 1 year, 1 month into the year, where are you sitting in your portfolio? What's your percentage up? Or down? Are you beating them? Actually, let me rephrase it. Are you beating the market? That's what I want. Are you beating?
I'm beating the market. I think.
The market is what? Where are we at? Hold on. Summary. 1 year market. S&P 500 is at 17% up this year.
17%. Wait, let me see.
17.25% up year to date, January 1 till now.
I think I have. Let me double check that. I think I have beaten the market. Yes. I definitely am higher than that.
Good for you. Good. That's especially at our age, it's what we should be doing is beating the market. I had a great January, up 56% over the market. 56%.
Nice.
I'm sure I'll jump down with a few little, and I think that's the losses I took too. 1 month balance year to date. That's with my losses also. With the losses. So my rate of return so far is 54.7%.
That's really good.
I'm sure I'll get
That's
hammered.
about where I am. Maybe a little higher.
Yeah, well, you've got
because of the amount of equity I have in buying power.
yeah, you've got, and plus you're in a few stocks.
Long,
but
got
also
in early and have been
got in
long.
early. I was looking. I wouldn't even want to say low price or cheap stocks. Got in early. Thank you. And especially in stocks that I said to you, hey, take a look at this one. You might want to fucking buy it. And you got in cheaper than I got in.
And one in particular that I gave you. Is
Uh,
one of my high money makers.
yeah, which one was that? You can say.
DraftKings.
Oh, draft. Yeah. And the news today was quite interesting. Nobody knew what the news was. All of a sudden, the stock went up fucking $7 today, or $6, whatever it was, and the news didn't come out till 7 o'clock.
Yeah, got dropped into an ETF.
Yeah. Speaking of ETFs, I don't have the name of the stock right now, but there is a gaming SPAC that dropped today. Mobile gaming that my brother was doing this. You play this fucking slot game or some shit, and you can win money, and you get an Amazon gift card at the end of it. Other places are here, play these slots, and you're playing with fake money. It's not real money, but you can win real money. But like MGM will give you a night at their fucking hotel. Shit.
Oh, I see.
It's basically you're not winning money, but you're winning shit. You can win some money, Amazon gift
It's like
card.
going to Chuck E. Cheese, playing all the games, getting the tickets, and getting your plastic fan at the end.
Yeah, it's a mobile
Just
game.
on a much higher scale.
Slack. That's all I'll
Why
say.
did you put it in there for me? Is that what you just did for me?
No, I put something in there.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's something very interesting to take a look at, especially with your the huge boom in revenue from mobile gaming in the last, like, I don't know, 2 fucking years. I mean, that became a multi-billion-dollar industry pretty much overnight. You know, think about it. When you think about mobile gaming, what's the first one that comes to mind? The first mobile game that you would play and you had the ability to fucking pay for shit. Oh, I can't beat this board. I need the golden eagle.
Candy Crush.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Candy Crush for
Thank
sure.
you. Yeah, Zynga Games, Candy Crush. Their stock never went much of anywhere for the longest time, but
Their
this
stock
is,
went through the roof initially, and then it
yeah,
It
it,
died
did,
off
and
because
then
they
it bottomed
had
out.
because they had no portfolio of growth.
right. It died after the first movie. Angry Birds movie, direct to video.
Angry Birds.
Yeah, Angry Birds movie. There's been
Well,
like
that was a
another one.
different. That was a different
It's not
company.
Zynga.
Company,
Yeah, I
different
think that's
game.
a Swedish company.
Is it? I thought that was Zynga also. No,
No.
they didn't put that game out.
Actually, they are right now almost trading at an all-time high
Yeah. Right now they are. Yeah.
at $10.27 a share.
Yeah. But what's the float? It's like fucking a billion
biggest
share.
crack of the game. Flappy Bird.
Market cap 11.12 billion.
Yeah, 11 billion shares. And
No. Market cap's 11 point
Oh, their market cap.
11.12 billion.
Like Flappy Birds did and got nothing and was a bigger hit.
Huge hit to the point where he fucking took it out of the store and people cried about it. They were selling their phones on eBay for thousands of dollars. Here, you want this game? It's the only way to get it.
Yeah.
Buy my phone for $1,000.
Yeah,
Still got
Flappy
Flappy
Bird. That was crazy.
Flappy Birds was fucking hard.
And,
a hard-
and then after Flappy Birds, IDK went on to what? Where's my water?
Yeah, well, I turned her on to Where's My Water, which was a
And I turned her on to 2 dots.
oh yeah.
Oh my God, 2 dots. I had to delete 2 dots
She
from
still
my
plays
phone.
2 dots.
I had to delete it. It was too much. Like you get, I love the fact that these games are all designed so that the first, like, I don't know, the first 50% of the game is like totally satisfying to your brain. And then what happened?
Go ahead, finish. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I didn't
It
mean
was
to.
I paid
like-
attention. I was like, hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I give warnings on all these things so you don't have to ask questions, but I try to keep things moving along.
All right. So that game, 2 dots, definitely 50% of the time, super satisfying to your brain. And you get to a point where it becomes more challenging. And then it kind of like gets to the point where it's like, oh, sorry, you don't have any more lives or whatever.
Right. You gotta beg for lives.
And then you have to wait or something. Like, I hate that so much. Like,
Well,
whenever a game starts employing that mechanic, that's usually when I tune out. Because
Now-
it's like, no, why are you making me wait? Fuck you. I
I
want to play the
played-
game now.
I played quite a few games like this, and I've come to realize there's a pattern to a lot of these. Like you
Yes.
get to a point in the game where you're flying through boards like crazy, okay, and you're collecting your coins, and you got to buy your fucking vault for $4.99 because your vault is full of coins and all this shit. And you're flying through boards, and you think you're doing really great, and then all of a sudden you hit this one fucking board you can't beat, and you can't beat it for days. And then all of a sudden, you go back to play. And whatever special event has been going on is now over. And all of a sudden, you can miraculously beat that board in the next 20 in 12 seconds. Like there's some sort of rig mechanic in this that when you get to a certain board, like the kibosh is put on you for advancement, unless, if if you buy that vault and fucking you can get this power up that you need to beat this board for 449 and and we'll give you 3 of these for the same price, so it's a bargain for you. And but if you don't do it, you can't beat the fucking board for I don't know, good 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, you're just gonna
I
have to wait. Just
I
wait, and
I
you'll get more lives, and
yeah,
you'll be able to try again. Like,
I've been seeing it in stupid games like Gardenscape.
yes.
'Cause I
Okay, so I downloaded the
Are you still
stupid.
playing that?
every now and then she's playing one that's very similar to it, but it's the same fucking thing. I watch her. I can't beat this board. It's been 4 fucking days. I'm like, well, wait 2 days. Do you have a special event going on? She's like, yeah, like Gardenscapes. Oh, it's time to make fireworks, collect apples, and make fireworks. And you can't beat the fucking boards that are labeled as extra hard.
Yeah, I downloaded this game. I think it's called like Makeover something. Whatever. Like the game is supposed to be you give somebody a makeover and you're like it's like Project Runway except you're giving somebody a makeover.
Right.
And
Okay.
everything that you do to give the person a makeover costs coins or whatever. And the way that you get the coins is you have to do this like puzzle game, right? So at first it was fine. It was like, oh, okay, so the way I get the coins is to do the puzzle game and to get through the puzzle. This is fine. I can just do that a bunch of times and
Right.
then do the makeover part, which is the part I actually want to do. And then you get to a point where like it's so difficult that you actually can't do anything in the game. You can't do the
Can't do the
makeover
puzzles.
and you can't do the puzzles because you're out of lives
Yeah.
unless you pay for extra things. And I'm like,
Or
delete. I'm deleting this whole shit because all I want to do is play the game that you're advertising, which is to do the makeover part. And you're
Right.
telling me that I have to do the stupid puzzle, and now I can't do the puzzle because I have to buy the stupid power ups or whatever. So like, no, whatever. They need to stop doing that. It like stressed me out. And all I was trying to do was relax and give a girl a makeover. You know,
Well,
all I
in-
wanted was some dumb entertainment, and all I got was stress. It was annoying.
in the old days of gaming, that was called time gated content. Now,
That's
now
dumb.
it's pay to play. I mean, Ren's proven that you can excel in a game without putting a dime into it with his Clash Royale, I believe.
No, he's past that.
I put money in
Yeah, I
Clash.
was gonna say.
But-
Remember,
so
we
you-
discussed the warranted money into a Clash
Oh,
of
okay.
Clans because of the amount of time he spends playing
That's
it.
not Clash Royale. Clash
That
Clans.
it
No, no,
validates
no.
a
I play
certain-
Clash Royale. I don't play Clash Clans.
Right, Clash Royale. Okay, I was right the first time then.
But yeah, no. Me and Raid Shadow Legends still no dime spent,
Wow.
Right.
and still
I'm-
playing actively. Actually playing currently.
I put a shitload of money into Walking Dead video game. I have put small amounts of money into my landscape game, whatever the fuck I was playing there. That's
Escape.
yeah, whatever it was, Gardenscapes. Every now and then I have thrown money into that, but it's small, $1.99, $4.49, shit like that. The Trailer Park Boys game I've been playing on and off. I actually threw money into a couple days ago for the first time. That was a whole whopping $4.99.
You know what I've gotten into? I signed up for a free trial of Apple Arcade, and it's like I think it's like $5 a month or
Yep.
something like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, it's the same as Microsoft's original Game Pass.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. There are some good games there. I got really so first off, I got into this game called Democratic Socialist
Yeah.
Simulator, which it was very satisfying
Sure.
because you get to be president and
Yeah.
and
Rule and tax and it became a very popular game during the whole
You can be
election
president
process.
and act a fool.
Yeah.
you can. It's hilarious. Also, Reigns. And Reigns Her Majesty, I think Reigns Game of Thrones has something similar where you like make choices as to like who you're gonna decapitate and like all that fun stuff. And then I also found this other game called God, what is it called? Mini Highways? Um Mini Motorways, where
Yeah.
you like you basically you're creating like a it's like lemmings sort of only with cars.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
you're creating these like highways in different cities.
Okay. I might have
It is
out.
very relaxing. The only complaint I have is that there's really no winning. You basically just keep going until you lose.
There was a game on Atari called Night Driver,
Yeah.
Night Driver.
Oh yeah.
and that's essentially all Night Driver was.
Yeah.
Was you just drive until you wreck, then you restart. You drive until you wreck, then you restart.
Yeah.
You just drive, and if you just keep driving, you can get further. You just keep driving. Little pixels pass, looking different every now and again, and it's like, oh, I'm new area.
Yeah.
Still just driving.
I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Louie Lou in the house. Didn't see him come in the call there. I wasn't paying attention to him.
Yo.
What up, Lou?
Well, I guess you were on, a commercial break, so I just thought I'd try again in a few minutes. And voila.
Well, that's Thump not taking your call, saying "fuck, I don't want to talk to Louie."
No, it's me not
Oh, gee,
paying
thanks a
attention,
lot.
being an absolute space cadet.
I'm teasing. Louie, how much shoveling did you do today? Did you pay a kid to shovel you out? What'd you do?
We're still trying to shovel. I mean, that's a lot of crap out there.
No
It might
fuck.
take us about 2 months.
Who knows? Well, hopefully next week.
Oh well, good thing you're starting now, because this coming weekend could be another one just like the last one.
Yeah, but we're supposed to
Yeah, I
get
heard.
one before that to melt some of this, and then get hit with another. Right now, the expectation is another possible 10 inches.
Ah, man.
Possible 10.
10 more inches.
I gotta buy.
Yeah.
They say
What
when on
difference
Sunday,
does it
though.
make? Is anybody going anywhere? No.
Speak
I
for
don't know
yourself.
why people are complaining about the snow. Like, oh, I got to go shovel. Okay, you get to go outside and get some exercise.
Speak.
I don't see the big deal.
Let's just say, speak for yourself. I need a new front lip on my car.
You're so
Drive
right.
your car around like a snowplow.
Well, only in specific parking lots where you can just go to town because no one's bothering you and they're empty.
Yeah, see, not for anything, I'd just dig the Jeep out.
It's not mine to do that. They can sit in the snow and be fucking buried. There was a reason why I made sure my name wasn't on it. Your problem, not mine.
And then your name becomes mud.
I get the Subi out. It's all good.
That's true. There really is nowhere to go. Although I've been
No, there is
taking a
no-
lot of really long walks, and I've been doing a lot of home goods shopping.
Oh. In other words, Amazon shopping. Okay.
No, like I actually go
went to Home
down
Goods?
to like West Elm or like Pottery Barn and like
Yes,
figure
Pottery
out.
Barn's still open.
Yeah, they're open.
I had no idea. My ex-wife worked there for quite some time and
Boy.
moved from a cashier girl at Pottery Barn to upper management at Williams Sonoma
Wow, good for her.
in a matter of like 4 fucking weeks, which was amazing. And
Wow.
But yeah, I didn't even know Pottery Barn was still. I used to love shopping there, Pottery Barn.
Yeah, they have
Oh, good.
cool stuff for your
Williams-
house.
Williams Sonoma was great to get any fucking kitchen gadget you ever needed. And you know what? Ones you didn't even need.
Yeah, you're right.
Mostly
Like-
ones you didn't even need.
I'll be damned.
It was
Yeah.
great counter clutter.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, I can't tell you how many of them little strawberry toppers I bought. I need to have these. This is great. All you got to do is do this and rip the top off a strawberry. Like, what was wrong with a fucking knife?
Nothing.
But no, you
Nothing.
needed a strawberry corer.
Yeah, that's right. Strawberry topper.
I got
Pinch
so.
and pull. Pinch and pull.
Oh. Hey, Ren will tell you. I'm sure. Maybe Thump, you remember my fucking gadgets drawer in the kitchen has tons of stupid shit in it
Yeah, just
from
because.
Williams Sonoma and Pottery Barn.
What?
Like what? Like what? A fucking an orange pitter.
Oh, yeah.
Not an orange juicer. No, because
Orange pitter.
that would just be like, scraping the orange on top of that fucking. This is a pitter that squeezes out,
Ah,
and all the pits come out.
That's crazy.
Like who the fuck need?
that's why the pits, isn't it, folks?
I could see if you were a serious bartender making drinks with oranges, limes, and lemons, where you could need something like that.
You make that on the rocks?
But who the fuck needs an orange pitter?
No, nobody.
No, I have one though. I have one. Yeah, I have one.
Although I just recently
Well,
ordered
anyway.
I was like,
a
if all the drink making that she's been doing, I mean, it would make sense
Yeah.
for her to have one.
Yeah, it'd be great.
yes, this is actually a stinger. It's got crushed ice and cognac and creme de menthe and simple syrup.
All right.
Um, so interesting. I recently just ordered an ice bag with a hammer so that you could like crush the ice.
Yeah.
Because I realized that getting the ice to be like, crushy enough for drinks like this is actually quite difficult, and I didn't have the right
I got
tools.
my orange crush.
Yeah, like trying to get it. I don't want to say like a Slurpee, but the small pieces that stay.
Yes, exactly,
Like the old
exactly.
days when you go into like
Mm.
a restaurant or a fast food place and you can get the crushed ice and it was like little fucking pellets,
Right.
and it
Yeah.
never really
That's
melted
nothing.
into the drink. I used to love that. I got
pellets, though.
You can get pellet ice makers now, little small ones
Yeah.
like desktop versions.
Yeah, you can. J7, I got a drink for you to look up. It's called. It's perfect for winter, especially for today. It's called a Dirty Snowman.
A dirty snowman. Okay.
I made
All
it.
right.
Made it today. Vanilla ice
What
cream.
kind of concoction is that?
Vanilla. I can't. I'm trying to remember all the ingredients. Vanilla ice cream. Kahlua. Creme de la coco. Something else I can't remember. Anyway, it's fucking amazing. It's
How
called.
much alcohol?
It's not a lot because you're really using just liqueurs.
Yeah.
You could splash it with vodka or rum or whatever you want in it. But Dirty
rum.
Snowman.
I'll
Dirty,
look that up.
yeah, Dirty Snowman was fun.
So,
And you can dress the top, because you're putting all that fucking ice cream and whipped cream if you want. So you've got a nice top to it that you can dress with, I don't know, fucking sprinkles or, since it's winter, you can use all your cake decorations from the Christmas cookies to make it look pretty.
yeah, you
Oh.
could.
But
I've
fun,
been
tasty.
I've been doing a lot of stuff with this book, which is
Oh,
and as you
Cocktail
can-
Codex. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
a fantastic book to own if you're a drink maker. Fantastic.
It's so cool. The concept is, there are only 6 cocktails and everything
It's a derivative.
is a derivative of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really interesting. So the other thing that I have been doing is using like Drizzly or I don't know, the internet to figure out where around me are the really weird liqueurs and stuff that I need to make the drinks that I've been. And it's kind of a problem right now because I have too many bottles of stuff. So yeah, whew, that is my entertainment these days.
And it's very easy to collect an entire fucking liquor cabinet in your
Yes.
under your sink or in your pantry.
Yeah.
We just, or I just, she just, we just wiped out like I got these big Amazon boxes that get shipped to me for no reason and filled that shit with I don't know 40 different bottles of
Oh,
alcohol
shit.
that I'm not gonna like hit. I'm not gonna use them right now, so might as well just put them the fuck away. I
Yeah.
didn't realize I had like 14 different kinds of fucking whiskeys.
I have been learning a lot. For instance, I didn't know, like Scotch whiskey and
Big difference.
like yeah, like all the different kinds of whiskeys that you can put in something. To
Yeah.
me, whiskey was just whiskey. Even though I've always liked old fashions,
Yeah, old fashioned or a highball. Mm-hmm.
just figuring out what all the different flavors will do, and and the whiskey, I mean, and like what the different liqueurs will
Right.
do.
Well, watch
I
out.
also
You mentioned whiskey, and there's two guys sitting right here are going, "Oh, you want to talk whiskey? Okay."
Bourbon, whiskey, rye.
He's got a bottle right next to him, and the first time
Irish whiskey.
that's proper 12. That's a very good fucking whiskey. That is a proper Irish, very lovely. The first time I hooked up with Thump, that we met face to face, he rocked my ass on a couch, drinking down fucking whiskeys,
Yeah,
Scotch whiskeys.
the
Yeah,
rogues what got you.
yeah. Oh yeah. I still,
Yeah.
I have that much of that left. I refuse
Probably not any
to
good
drink
anymore.
it. No, it's Scotch doesn't go bad. I refuse to drink it. I'm saving it as like an homage to our first meeting. Like there's that, like someday we'll hook up, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years from now, and we'll both have one shot of that. Be like, yo, remember that day? Here you go. Here's the last shot.
Let's
But
finish
honestly,
it.
I am saving about 2 ounces of it in the fucking original bottle, corked up and put away.
Huh.
Quite a few I have that. I don't know why I've got so many fucking whiskeys and bourbons, because I really don't like them.
Mm.
You know what happens?
The whiskey or the bourbon?
Hard liquor don't agree with me. Okay, I'm a
Yeah.
liqueur kind
Same
of guy.
here.
Hard liquor does not agree with me. I wind up wasting it by just throwing it back up. My body,
Oh.
yeah, my body just doesn't like hard alcohol.
I got into a
I could sit and
Discord
drink
the other
fucking.
day with somebody
mean-
who was in that shape.
I mean, Ren will tell you, we can go fucking beer for all day long. All fucking day long. Drink 8, 9, 12 different beers, which you're never supposed to do. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem doing that. But the minute I mix any, you want to do a shot of whiskey? No. Asshole is here constantly. Oh, you got a shot of vodka? For you, I do. Not for me. I ain't fucking shooting. That's disgusting. I like the liqueurs. They're sweeter. I can deal with it. My amaretto, my fucking Fireball, my Baileys, or whatever, Kahlua, whatever else I want to drink. I got no problem mixing liqueurs and drinking them, but hard alcohol? It's like pussy stomach.
Yeah.
It's like pussy stomach. Just
But
throw.
wait, so
Oh.
like you don't, whenever you drink, you don't have like a base spirit. All you have is the liqueur.
If I'm gonna drink hard alcohol in a mixed drink, it's gonna be a White Russian or a Absolute and Cranberry or Grey Goose and Cranberry. So I would say that vodka is probably my base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a vodka. If he does drink hard liquor, it's a vodka base.
But it's
Alright.
also
I see.
it's also mixed, and it's never straight up. The
Right.
only
Yeah.
I don't drink. If you want to consider Fireball,
That's the only shot he takes, really.
yeah. If you want to
Yeah.
consider that, if you want to consider that an alcohol, fine, so be it.
Well,
It's not.
That's the only.
It's not. It's first off, it's not even a whiskey. It's not even spelt properly to be a whiskey. It's a fucking liqueur, and it's only
Is it?
yeah,
I've
it's a-
never had it.
40% alcohol. I mean,
Yeah,
to
but
be-
that puts it above liqueur rating. So
liqueur.
That is definitely above a
32%.
liqueur.
Yeah, 32% for a liqueur normally, but it's not. It's Fireball. Yeah, and after 3 or 4 or 5 shots, a good possibility of throwing that up too.
well, yeah, it's
Besides
like drinking
black-
Goldschlager.
Yeah, after the 3rd shot, it's instant blackout anyway.
Yeah, I don't really do shots.
Instant
That's not
bomb.
as fun for me. Like I want to drink the fun stuff.
Me too. I want to
Yeah.
enjoy what I'm drinking.
Well,
Well, if
drinks
you
over
bomb it, it
drinks
can't
over
be that
time
much
is more
fun.
important than drinks now.
Yes,
And,
I agree.
And when you get a shot, it's a drink now, and then you're standing there
Yeah.
for the next however long waiting to have another drink.
Right.
Where when you get a drink, it's like I can stand, socialize with this drink this drink. It might go
Huh.
relatively
Right.
quickly if I'm having one of them nights where I'm like, oh, we drinking tonight, but it's drink over time instead of just like drink now.
Yeah, I got no
And
problem.
dr-
I can drink
Taking
over
so
time.
much time in between sips on your drink
Yeah.
to do shots, you end up either smashed because you're impatient as fuck and don't want to wait to get more drink. Like that's the battle of doing shots. It's like, do we do shots?
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
the
more
thing.
strategic. It's like you got to have something, and so you find yourself doing it, when you're at a bar. It's beer in between the shots.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Uh, See, I don't really like beer either. So like, I definitely like
Yeah.
cocktails. Cocktails are my jam.
Well, yeah,
They're
it's a nice smooth medium base of thing to just
Mm.
kind of ride the day. Um, I know
Okay.
people who make mixed drinks to a point where if you want to get smashed quick, they can make drinks that'll get you smashed quick too, and
Oh,
you don't even
sure.
know it.
Yep. Yeah, I've had
yeah.
a few of those where you're sitting at a bar drinking, you're all good, and then you go to stand up and you're like, where the fuck did my legs go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's the
Our,
bathroom?
our buddy Jandal's got one called the JFW, which stands for Jungle Fucking on a Waterbed.
mm,
That's the name of the drink, and
Oh, it is.
it'll
Oh,
get you there.
he's made some pretty decent drinks.
wow.
Yeah, it'll get you there. It'll get you all of the places you never thought you were capable of getting. You know, like Jungle Fucking on a Waterbed.
Right?
Like this drink will take
Like a
you
good
there.
rap song too.
Like that drink will definitely take you there.
You
Just
know,
would
could be a good rap song. Oh, I'm sorry. Speaking of rap songs, boycotting Silento. That's it.
What?
If you're gonna fuck, yeah. He's in jail, for murder.
Jungle fucking one
Can't listen to Whip Nay Nay anymore. It needs to be banned. Needs to be banned.
What about this whole thing with Marilyn Manson? You guys.
Thank you, because that's exactly where I was going with that comment. Yeah, so he's being
Ah.
accused of sexual prowess, lewdness, whatever. I mean, he likes to
What
tie
else is new?
bitches up and fuck them in the ass.
I'm
okay?
sorry,
So
but
people are into that.
hold on. To find yourself in a relationship with Marilyn Manson, you knew this motherfucker was on some crazy shit anyway, because people have known for
Yeah.
decades that Manson is on some crazy shit. Like, I witnessed
Ugh.
something in New Orleans with Manson and Reznor on stage where I was like, wow,
Yeah.
did not
Yeah.
even know that that was a thing, but okay.
Yeah, apparently though.
Like, and I'm not even close to the
um,
guy, and I know that type of stuff about him.
You mean Trent Reznor?
Yeah, Trent Reznor.
Well, there's
I
that
think now-
element of it.
yeah.
But I think for the longest time though, whenever something came up where somebody was like, "Hey, he did say this one thing that was kind of fucked up," people are like, and he himself and the people around him have been like, "Listen, I'm a performer. I'll stay and do things on stage that are meant to be, art. So,
At
don't
an
take it too
extremity.
seriously." Right.
At an
You know?
extremity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
he said it best that his life and his art have been a magnet for controversy.
No.
but now somebody saying, by somebody, it's Evan Mitchell Wood, is saying that, plus some other people are saying that he like psychologically abused them and raped them. So the whole thing sucks, I think, because I've been thinking about this. Like, on the one hand, I do think it's important to listen to people who come out and say, "Hey, this happened to me." But on the other hand, it's like his life is over. And it's just because somebody said so.
See, and that was the point I was slowly getting at.
Well, y'all enjoy it.
Yeah, I know where we're going here, and we'll wrap it up right here. Statements came out. And look, the guy has told you flat out he likes tying his women up and having sex with them, and it's consensual relationship.
That's a beast.
Fine, be done with it. You want to call it slander, retaliation, brainwashing, whatever.
Psychopath.
People are into that shit. But his whole life has been condemned because of this. He has been removed from television shows that haven't even aired yet. And then you got a guy who out there who sang Whip Nay Nay, which is played every fucking day on a radio station, in jail right now for murdering his cousin. But that's okay. That's okay. Because the Me Too movement is obviously stronger than someone being fucking murdered.
Yeah.
As long as you understand this.
So me too.
That's right. So there's definitely a is an issue, problem with the way things are dealt with in society. I learned that lesson over the last 2 days with my so-called social experiment.
Okay, but your social experiment was not a social experiment.
Oh, well,
Let's just...
you called. Look,
Let's just be
Oh.
I
real.
started it as a social experiment, and it went
Yeah.
wrong fast. Okay, that's my bad for that. My bad.
Okay.
I
But
made.
I think we're at a weird crossroads right now,
Yeah.
where for the longest time people wouldn't come forward. People wouldn't say, and by people I mean primarily women, right? Like we wouldn't come forward if somebody abused you, if somebody in a position of power made you feel like you
That's
had no choice,
you are
like
completely correct.
people would not come forward because they would correctly assume that they would be ostracized, they'd be called liars, they'd be called opportunists. There's this whole mentality where like you feel like I let this happen to me. It's my fault. And all of that, and now we're recognizing that stuff, but we're also at this point where I don't know. It seems unlikely, I'll be honest. But what if it's not true? It doesn't take away
Well, just
what
remember,
just happened.
he was blamed for Columbine too. I mean, well, let's even want to go down that. I mean, he was blamed for
But
Columbine.
that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
What almost destroyed his career. Now they're going to destroy his career. But anything he's filmed has just been removed. Boom, gone. Gone's out.
Well, he clearly, I think it's pretty obvious, though, that he didn't actually have anything to do with Columbine, right? Like, he didn't go over there.
No,
He didn't tell anybody to do anything.
I mean, his art
you
did.
know.
His art did.
I mean, I listened to Marilyn Manson when I was 13. I didn't feel the need to shoot anybody. So that's not true.
Right.
Like, I think that we're just at a crossroads where we're thinking, how far do we want to, like, what is the right thing to do when somebody comes forward?
Innocent till
All
proven
right, we gotta
guilty.
go. Stump's gotta go.
Innocent till proven guilty is the right thing to do. End of story. In any case, in any situation, innocent till proven guilty. This guy has already been lambasted, dropped from his record label. TV shows that he's done acting in will never fucking air. Innocent till proven guilty. No, but that doesn't apply to certain people in certain situations ever.
I think there's another side of that coin, though, however. I feel like some of that is kind of BS because I feel like a lot of these entities, by which I mean his record label, the people that produce TV shows with him, as you said, he's.
Come on, Webb. Close it
All
up.
right. Yeah.
All right, fine. We can talk about this some other time.
We can continue this conversation because it's going to be a sticking point for years to come. 8-Bit Bros, Tuesday, early edition. Join us Thursday. Whether or not J7 will be here. She probably will, but she won't tell you that. It's out, people.
She takes Thursdays off.
She's got to do her thing. We're cool with that.
My birthday tomorrow, too.
What'd you say, birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I didn't know that. Happy birthday.
Tuesday,
Thank you.
That's it. Now we're out.